We're all set to present to you our opening keynote address, and who better than a leader himself who has taken a lead on so many issues when it comes to healthcare. It is such a privilege that we have with us Honorable Shri Rajvardhan Singh, Dattigaon, Cabinet Minister, Industrial Policy and Investment Promotion, Government of Madhya Pradesh, who holds a very vital position in the government of Madhya Pradesh today. Under his able leadership, Madhya Pradesh is emerging as a prominent investment destination in India. Shri Dattigaon has been at the forefront of promoting the state in multiple conferences, roadshows, summits, and attracting various investors from India and across the world. Shri Dattigaon has been known as Maharaja or Rao Sahib of Dattigaon. He did his schooling at Mayo College, Ajmer, and then went on to pursue his BA from St. Stephen's College in Delhi. He then went on to do his post-graduation from the Indian Institute of Mass Communication in Advertising and Public Relations, is here to share what he thinks is the future is now, bringing health innovators to the forefront. We welcome you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, Isha. It gives me immense pleasure to be part of Economic Times Advance MedTech National Conclave. I would like to thank Medical Technology Association of India, MTEL, and Economic Times for having me here as a guest of honor. I would also like to thank Mr. Pawan Chaudhary, Chairman and Director General, MTEL, for consistently giving growth and innovation in Indian medtech industry. India's medical devices industry has been growing by about 15.2% on a yearly basis. It was valued at about US $5.2 billion and at about 974 million in 2019. The COVID-19 pandemic has showcased the need for self-sufficiency in the healthcare and medical devices sector in India. Indian medical devices market comprises of about 800 domestic manufacturers, largely catering to consumable segment, catering to local demand, and has limited exports. However, the high-end medical devices market is served largely by MLCs, and about, I think, 90% of the country's sophisticated medical devices needs are met through imports. On the export front, Indian manufacturers exported medical devices worth about INR, I think, 112.1 billion in 2019. To correct the imbalance in trade, the Indian government has been undertaking various measures to improve overall industrial growth and attract foreign investment. The Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Niti Aayog reached an agreement in May 2020 on establishing a separate regulatory body for medical devices and sold in Indian markets. It has been proposed to include Indian Institute of Technology by using the labs to help get the certifications for medical devices produced in the country. The production-linked incentive scheme announced by Department of Pharmaceuticals is another boon for promoting domestic manufacturing for medical devices. Considering the highly capital-intensive with the long gestation period of the medical device industry, we are planning to push and promote everything that is possible. The production-linked incentive, as I said, I implore and urge all of you to make use of it. In MP, we have done a lot of work in that direction. Now, this medical devices spark scheme, I'm sure all of you have gone through it. If not, you should, and make the most of it. I'm happy to announce that Madhya Pradesh is one of the few states which has received approval for medical devices park under the scheme. The government of Madhya Pradesh has allocated 360 acres of land at Vikram Udyog Puri Limited. This is very close to Ujjain. If any of you come for Mahakal Darshan, I also invite you to come and have a look there. VUL is in the influence zone of Delhi-Mumbai Industrial Corridor and is in close proximity to Pithampur, which is our leading industrial area, which is a thriving industrial hub. I would also like to give a brief on a few of our latest achievements and upcoming plan for state industrial development. Madhya Pradesh is strategically located in the center of the country, which makes it the ideal investment destination and easy access to about 50% of Indian population within and around the state. So we're looking at actually the 50% of market street being covered if you are an MP. To provide conducive ecosystem to the industry, state of Madhya Pradesh under the ease of doing business program has done exemplary work inspired by our Prime Minister and led by our able Chief Minister Shivraj Singh ji. We are now ranked fourth in the ease of doing business 2019 ranking released by the Department of Promotion of Industry, Government of India. In line with the umbrella vision of Honorable Prime Minister of Atmanirbhar Bharat, the Government of Madhya Pradesh is leaving no stone unturned in becoming self-reliant to provide suitable industrial climate to all the investors who are interested. DIPIP, Government of Madhya Pradesh, provides policy support to the industries of various sectors through its investment promotion policy 2014, which we have recently amended, improving it naturally. Department also provides tailor-made incentive packages customized for mega industries, having investments in PNM of more than INR 100 crores. As a result of these initiatives, Madhya Pradesh has shown a tremendous growth in investments. Madhya Pradesh has especially emerged as a hub for pharmaceutical and bulk drugs. The state hosts prestigious brands like Lupin, Sun Pharma, Cipla, Glenmark, Novartis. The state is also home for plastic and engineering industries, which are critical in the supply chain of medical devices manufacturing. Madhya Pradesh has established two plastic parks, one in Tamot, Raisen, and another in Belua, Gwalior. Madhya Pradesh has presence of more than 100 engineering units that currently aids more than 30 original equipment manufacturers. Madhya Pradesh also has a resourceful talent base. State has around 200 engineering colleges and 60,000 engineers graduate annually, providing a readily available workforce to be employed by existing and upcoming engineering units. In addition, state has skill development institutes like Indo-German Tool Room, MSME Technology Center at Bhopal, and Symbiosis Skill University at Indore, which assist these automotive component manufacturers, engineering units, in getting trained staff for their production facilities. To promote investments in medical devices sector, we are giving land at very competitive rates. You'll be surprised, just about 20 rupees per square meter per annum for 33 years upfront. Subsidized power at about 4.36, which I think is pretty good as well. Subsidized power at rupees 25 per kL. And is also providing interest subvention, 5% on term loan to industries investing in the park. In addition to the basic investment promotion, assistance Madhya Pradesh government is building world-class common infrastructure facilities at this park, which can be provided at subsidized rates. So overall, I am representing the state and I'm inviting all of you. I would also like to share another piece of news. In spite of the COVID adversities and whatever was happening around the world, we have managed to grow 65% in terms of investments, and we've increased our employment to about 40%. We also intend to further improve our ease of doing business, and our Chief Minister is very keenly looking forward to seeing all of you come and invest in Madhya Pradesh. I once again thank Economic Times. I thank all of you for giving this opportunity to me to be with you and interact. I wish you all the best, and I expect that all of us together would make India a destination which is favorable. Anybody who wants to move out of China, the first country that should come to the mind is India. Once again, I thank all of you, and looking forward to more investments in Madhya Pradesh and our country growing at an amazing rate that the Prime Minister envisions. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for joining us, Sri Rajvardhan Singh Dattigaon. It's been a pleasure listening to you, sir. And like you said, let's envision becoming India's future better. And of course, Madhya Pradesh is on its way to becoming a science and industrial hub. And you just invited all our viewers, our partners who are looking forward to putting up their industries in Madhya Pradesh in the way that they will be supported. Thank you so very much for joining us. Well, we promise we have a lot happening for you right here. I'd like to request all our viewers to please join us in the experience zone. We have a lot for you in store there, some fantastic word finder games for you. So please do go on, play, win some. There are a lot of exciting gifts in store for you. I'd also like to encourage all of you to please join us in the partner booth area, where our partners would love to connect with you and share with you how you can partner together and take business on an all new level. I'll also like to invite all of you to write on our Twitter wall. We have a special segment created for networking in the networking lounge. You can meet peers from the industry there and connect on experience sharing and a lot more. Up next will be a special session on paving the road for India's self-reliance in medical devices in just a bit.